Look, I understand that some of the things that we see being portrayed in the media, specifically love and romance, seem to be unattainable, but I'm super perspective, and you don't meet people like me twice. I'm gonna take real good care of you, baby, I promise. Hello everyone, I'm Super Perspective and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, if you're here, you probably like one of two things, and that is pop culture and general skepticism. Here on this little segment called Pop Culture Conundrums, we will be discussing and discovering some of our general curiosities about tropes and topics in pop culture media. Now, if you're into that kind of stuff, awesome, cool, wow, go ahead and click that subscribe button so that way you'll become a part of this fun little community here, and go ahead and click that bell button to be notified whenever I post a new video. Now, I'm a big hopeless romantic. I don't know if some of y'all can relate to that. If not, I'm sorry. If you can, cool. But I'm a huge hopeless romantic. I love all things love, whether it's family, platonic, romantic, what have you. I eat that shit up. Now, with Valentine's Day quickly approaching, I figured that I would spend my favorite holiday with some of my favorite people, discussing and celebrating some of my personal favorite romantic tropes in pop culture media. So come on over and be my Valentine, and let's recount some of pop culture's best lovey-dovey moments. Ew. Up first on our list, we have the childhood best friends to lovers trope. This trope identifies when we have two protagonists that already have an established friendship, and we get to watch their friendship blossom and bloom throughout the entire series. And throughout the series, we start to notice that one of them is starting to feel, or rather discover, their romantic feelings towards the other, and sometimes vice versa. Now, there is no doubt in the audience mind that they will eventually end up together, because we can very clearly see the romantic tension kind of bubbling between the two. A very notable example of this trope is through the Disney cartoon series Kim Possible, when we slowly see that Ron Stoppable is developing romantic feelings towards his best friend Kim Possible. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10 of my personal opinion, I would give this trope a solid 8.5 out of 10. It's cute, it's funny, it's wholesome, and it makes for great content. Moving on to our next trope that I actually just discovered and I think is incredibly funny. It's called the dating Catwoman trope. Let me explain. This trope identifies when the hero is romantically interested or sometimes dating the anti-hero or villain of their respective series. Notably so, this trope is named after the dynamic duo that is Batman and Catwoman. Now, this dynamic is definitely not the healthiest example of a romantic relationship, or really relationship in general, but it does make for great content and storytelling. I mean, come on, like, we can only imagine what date night would be like for those two. One of them probably burnt down an orphanage and the other one tried to save it. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10 of my own personal opinion, I'm gonna give this trope a solid 7 out of 10. Again, it makes for great storytelling and content, but definitely not the best example for what I'm looking for Valentine's Day. Now, the next trope on our list is not entirely a dynamic, but rather an action that we see portrayed a lot in romantic media. This trope is called the lover's jacket, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Basically, what happens is when one protagonist gives the other one their jacket to wear, especially when they're cold or tired, and bonus points if that jacket has a significant meaning to their character design or story, such as a football jacket or like the jacket of a dead relative. Morbid but cute. Now, this trope is littered all throughout pop culture and anime, but instead of listing my favorite ones, go ahead and comment down below your favorite use of the lover's jacket trope. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10 of my own personal opinion, I'm gonna give this trope a solid 10 out of 10. It's cute, it's lighthearted, it's realistic, and I know I definitely have some hoodies and jackets that mean a great deal amount to me, and I would have no issue handing them off to a significant other. Coming up hot on our list is, again, not so much a dynamic, but something that we see happen a lot, and this one is the moment killer. This is the part in the series where we see our two romantic interests finally getting a moment alone together. They're like inches away from each other's faces. We're about to get the conclusion, the resolve that we as an audience member have been waiting for probably seasons, if not years and more so. And then just as they're about to kiss or hug or profess feelings, something interrupts that moment. A lot of the times it's the goofy side character. I will say that this trope is incredibly frustrating because, again, I am a hopeless romantic and nothing really rubs my gears the wrong way than having that moment interrupted. But again, I can't be mad for long because it is in fact a very funny plot point. However, in some series, instead of a comedic relief killing the moment, it's in fact a disaster that our two protagonists have to clean up, and then we never get the result that we want, and then sometimes they die, and it's just really sad and unfortunate, and I just don't know what I'm supposed to do with myself half the time after that. I'm fine. On a scale of 1 to 10 of my own personal opinion, I'm going to give this trope a solid 3 out of 10. Again, I do think it's funny, but also, like, come on. There was just no need for you to kill the moment like that. There was absolutely no need. It just leaves me a little bit more broken every time. Anyways. Next up on our trope list is the enemies to lovers trope. Now, let me just, hold on 1 second. Let's talk about the enemies to lovers trope real fast. Okay, so pretty self-explanatory. It's when they start out as enemies, right? And then they slowly progress to lovers. Now, I'm gonna call myself out real fast. Just real fast. I really like this trope. I'm not gonna lie. I really, really like this trope. And I feel shameful saying that because, again, not exactly the most healthy and realistic dynamic. My favorite example of this trope is in Fairy Tale, Levy McGarden and Gajeel. I'm not gonna spoil anything for you, but just know that their relationship started off more than rocky and then ended up less rocky. And again, I love this trope and I love this ship, but it makes me feel shameful because it's kind of problematic, just a little bit. But again, it's fiction, they're not real, so I guess it's kind of okay. Anyways, on a scale of 1 to 10 of my personal opinion on this trope, that's a solid 5 out of 5. Again, I really like the trope, but I feel bad that I like the trope. Anyways, let's finish up our list real fast. Now, the final trope on our list, but certainly not the least, is the popular stubborn princess paired off with the tough bad boy trope. Now, this trope is popularly identified in not 1, but 2 Disney franchises. We have Tangled with Flynn Rider and Rapunzel, and Star Wars with Princess Leia and Han Solo. Look, let me break this down for you. Let me break this down. There is this trope. It not only is it entertaining, has a constant ebb and flow of boo and yay for storytellers to go off of, but it's also incredibly relatable, and along with that, so realistically obtainable, but yet so far out of reach at the same time. It's so desirable, so entertaining, and just the witty banter that ebbs and flows. They bring out the best in each other. They work on the worst parts of each other. It's just, I love it so much. That's everything. That's all that I could ever want. All that I could ever want in a romantic relationship. It's all I could ever want. And look, I'm just gonna leave this off with a quote. Spike from Cowboy Bebop. There is literally nothing sexier than a woman that can kick your ass. Case in point. I'm tired. On a scale of 1 to 10 of my personal opinion on this trope right here, that's like an 100 out of 10. An 100 out of 10. I don't even know if that's possible, but it is now. It's my scale. Ugh, wonderful. Love that shit. Eat it up for breakfast. Ugh. Well, that's all that I have on our list. I love love. Comment down below not only your favorite use of the lover's jacket trope, but any other tropes that you see in pop culture media that you absolutely adore or absolutely hate. Did you agree with what I said? Did you disagree? I want to know. Leave that down below. If you like this video, please go ahead and click that like button so that I know that I need to make more of this kind of content for you. And if you like seeing this adorable and handsome face, go ahead and click that subscribe button so that way you'll become a part of this fun little community here. We'd love to have you. Thank you guys again so much much for joining me here on Pop Culture Conundrums. I'm Sue, and thanks for listening to my perspective, and happy Valentine's Day! Mwah! Oh, God. Oof. I'm just gonna say it. I feel really bad, but also really good for the next dumb motherfucker that wants to call me their partner or girlfriend. Because I'm a handful. I'm a handful. I'm the definition of stubborn princess. I don't give a I'll kick your ass and not think twice about it. You will take me to Olive Garden or a Red Lobster, and I'm gonna beat your ass in the parking lot. With love, of course. I mean, like, damn. I'm too much. I'm too much. I feel bad for that dumb motherfucker, but also, hey, what's good? God. I'm a catch. I love Valentine's Day. I'm gonna buy myself some chocolate. Maybe a stuffed animal. I think them Squishimals came out with the new axolotl. I kind of want that. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that for myself. I have to burp. There it is.